Hi, Sharon Pearson here. Welcome to my Goof and Giggle Playroom. I hope that you're having a wonderful week and that you're getting excited for Easter. We're going to make these today. Does that look cute? Very simple. So that's a stained glass texture on there, and your children will love playing with this. And you're going to just, as I always say, it's throw together because it's from things from around your house. So hopefully you still have a little bit of tissue paper from a birthday party or Christmas or something. It doesn't matter what color. So you're going to start with tissue paper and a piece of wax paper. So wax paper because we can see through it. So tissue paper because we can see through it, wax paper, and then you're going to need just a little bit, like a tablespoon of flour, just all-purpose flour, and a little bit of water. And if you still have some egg dye or some food coloring, we're going to do a little thing at the end that will also add to this activity, but you can get that ready, but that's totally optional. And then a little bit of construction paper if you want to put a border around your stained glass. Are you ready to get going? It's really simple. So we're going to start by making our glue and water paste. So, flour and water paste. So just a little bit of flour in there and a little bit of water. And you don't want this too thick, but it shouldn't be quite as thin as a paint. So it should be a little bit spreadable, but not drippy. Does that kind of make sense? So spreadable, but not drippy. So mine is too drippy. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm going to put a little bit more flour in there. It doesn't matter because you can just keep doing this back and forth till it's the right consistency anyway. So you're going to need, now I got it too thick. So you're going to need a cotton ball or a really soft brush. And I say a really soft paintbrush because you don't want to tear the wax paper. Wax paper is kind of fragile, so that's pretty good right there. So you can see it's not runny too much, just a tiny bit, but not as thick as paste. So we're going to put that right there. So you'll have your squares of tissue paper ready. They don't have to be cut like this. They can just be whatever shape that they want. So have those ready because this project dries quickly. So either with a brush, or I like to call it a bunny tail this time of year, you dip that into your flour and water paste and you start coating your wax paper. So all over it. The kids will love it. If I were you, and I did this with our 5-year-old granddaughter yesterday, I would tape the wax paper down because it does kind of curl up. As you can see, it's following me, but I have a tablecloth today, so I'm not going to tape it down. But I would tape it down. Anything that you can avoid that will help not make them frustrated. And if you have little ones that don't want to get that close to the glue, you could put a clothespin or another kind of pin on this and they could hold the pin instead of the cotton ball. Some children just have a texture thing and they just don't want to hold the cotton ball. So they could hold it with a clothespin or like a clip from a notebook or something like that. So use that. So now we've got that all covered. The first thing that a young toddler or child will want to do is pull it like this. And it's pretty strong tissue paper if you pull it that way. So if you can, tell them, can we tear it in little pieces instead of pull it in little pieces? Because then you're going to get the effect that you need as you layer them on top of the glue. So we're going to use several colors. If they get it too long or too fat, it's okay. It's their picture. But I kind of like them a little bit smaller squares than that. And they can overlay them if they want to a little bit. They can keep them in little balls and put it on that way. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be flat at all. Let's put a little green in there on top and on top. And you can see how, pat them down a little bit, it's becoming this really cute stained glass window. That one didn't have quite enough glue under it. So as I said, the flour and water paste can quickly start drying. So if you need to add more of your bunny tail glue, you can keep it wet. And if some of them are poking up a little bit, just put another little bit underneath it and poke it down. So you're going to have to let this dry for a couple of hours before you can make it into a framed picture like this. So another activity you could go straight into, because the kids won't want to quit yet and they'll be disappointed that you have to put this away, is you can turn your flour and water paste into paint really quickly. So we're going to add just a tiny bit more water, and I'm going to take a little, where did I put it? Egg dye. I lost my egg dye. So you put the egg dye into the flour and water paste and turn it into paint. And I truly don't know where my egg dye went, but I have another paint that I made earlier, and it's right here. So you can see that we have a nice color paint, and you can do that with each and every one of your egg dyes if you have any left over, and just a little bit, and turn this into paint. And now the kids can either use the bunny tail to paint with or a paintbrush and start painting as they choose. And I think that would be a really cute egg shape if we cut that out. That would be really cute with several colors on it. So a couple ideas for Easter. I hope you enjoy them. Throw together activities for your toddlers. Your kids will also tell you what to do anytime by just telling you what's fun and what's not. And here we have, this one is a cross for Easter, and this one was made by my granddaughter, and isn't that beautiful? Just a window. There we go. So there's some ideas for you. Have a happy Easter. This can be done any time of the year, though. Throw together activities for you from Goof and Giggle and more at SharonPearson.com. Follow my Facebook and my website. Thank you. Have a good day.